My name is Jasjit Singh. I'm the Executive Director of the Sikh American Legal Defense and Education Fund, which is the oldest and largest Sikh American advocacy group in the country. And I attended the LEAP program in 2011. It was the Executive Director Leadership Program. I'd heard some great things from colleagues in the nonprofit sector, other executive directors who had gone through the program. I described what a wonderful experience it was, and I just had to kind of look into it for myself. Once I did a little bit more pre-reading and talked to some other folks, it sounded like a great opportunity. So I applied, had the support of my board, and couldn't have been happier with being accepted. I didn't know too much about what to expect. I'd spoken to some people, and they just really gave me in broad terms how beneficial it would be for me. And so I went in with an open mind and really came out blown away. My expectations were greatly exceeded. I expected maybe, I'd meet some people, develop my contacts a little bit, maybe I'd learn a thing or two, kind of standards for a conference or leadership development program of the sort that I was used to. I had no idea that it would impact me in such a substantive and real way, and I think that is reflected not only in my performance over the last couple of years as an executive director, but also in my board's confidence in me to move the organization and the community forward. From a professional standpoint, it gave me some really solid skills to do my job better. I mean, I just was in the process of transitioning to the executive director position within my organization, and it gave me some real skills that I needed for my job. Even skills that I didn't know that I would need, that only now I can look back and say how beneficial from working with my board perspective, from a budgeting and forecasting perspective, from a communications perspective, from all sorts of angles that I wouldn't have been able to expect. So it was professionally very beneficial, and then personally, having gone through the training, I had a lot more confidence to do my job better. So not only because I had new skills, but also because I had developed now a network of people that I could lean on and ask questions to, and really find mentors within my own peer group. I was surprised by how much I got out of it. As I mentioned, there's a lot of programs that sometimes, suggest that they're going to be able to impact you in a real way. And so you're kind of cautious of, is the time that I invest in this program, is it going to yield returns for my organization and for my community? And it definitely did. It exceeded my expectations in both ways. In the ways that I discussed in terms of the content that I learned, which was very relevant to what I was doing. And secondly, from the networking aspect, the network that I now have of sort of these leaders in the Asian American community that I can lean on, I can give them a phone call. That's sort of invaluable, really. I think it gave my board a lot of confidence that now I had gone through this substantive training, and so they promoted me to the executive director position. I think that was largely because of the investment that they were able to make in my personal development. I think that there's kind of a lack sometimes of opportunities for executive directors and executives in general to be able to have training opportunities like these. So it gave them a lot of confidence, and as I said, it's given me quite a bit of confidence. To anyone who's interested in supporting this program, it is extremely beneficial to not only our community, but the broader community, the Sikh American community as well as the Asian American community. And I think that there's such a shortage of programs like this. So if you're considering supporting a leadership development program, I think this is the program that you need to support.